guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anne. Consider subscribing, smash that big red subscribe button. So a Nigerian man named Chike died after falling off the ninth floor of his apartment in Indonesia. He was hiding from immigration services. They came to raid the apartment. And bear in mind, this is the same apartment whereby earlier in January another Nigerian man named Ogodo jumped off the 12th floor from the same apartment, same building, and actually he is the same. He and this man Chike, they are both Kingsmen. They are from the same village, same community. I mean, people are jumping off in Malaysia, Indonesia. It's becoming so rampant. When you see anything on social media, there's hardly any good news coming from countries like Malaysia and Indonesia. So according to sources, when people become illegal and immigration officers, they catch them, then extortion begin. The people will tell you to call this is an allegation. You start calling your family members to pay money, because before you can be deported, you actually have to pay, because I think that's the price for your visa. For your visa, once your visa expires, you actually have to pay. So they extort them, and they can pay as much as 500,000 naira, before they can be deported. And we all know that for most Nigerians, or some Nigerians, they actually sell all their properties. They borrow money to travel abroad because they think greener pasture. So some people can't actually pay this 500,000 or whatever amount the Indonesia immigration is trying to extort from them. So some people can't pay because some are even borrowing money from their family members in Nigeria. So those that cannot pay, I am hearing according to sources that they forget them in jail. You can be in jail languishing for years and years and years, and some people actually die in jail in the process of waiting. So that's what I'm hearing. And I think this situation is very similar to India and Turkey. If your visa expires, and you're there illegally, you have to pay before you can get deported. So that is why majority of our African brothers and sisters are actually stuck in all these countries. Now, maybe some of them want to come back home, but the cost of paying to come back home is a lot of money. So once your visa expires, before you leave, you have to pay. And I'm beginning to think, is it really worth moving to all these Asian countries? Is it really worth moving to Indonesia? I mean, what jobs are available for them? These people, are you speaking their language? How are people coping over there? Because jumping off a building is becoming a trend, a very, very bad trend. Because unfortunately, most people that jump out of buildings, whatever floor, whether on 12th floor, 13th floor, first floor, 9th floor, they don't make it alive. They unfortunately they die. And like I said, Ogodo jumped out of this same building from the 12th floor. So I don't know why Chike thought maybe his 9th floor he can survive, but unfortunately he did not survive. And the thing is I know that if Nigeria was good, we will not be preaching all these don't go here, don't go to India. We won't be preaching this if the country was good. You understand? Because I wonder how they cope with the language barrier and everything. But there's one thing I also heard from people living in Indonesia. They are saying that Nigerians in Malaysia, Nigerians in Indonesia, they actually call immigration on themselves. That is what I'm hearing. And they also plan with immigration officers to extort money from fellow Nigerians. I'm like, surprise. This is not new. Some Nigerians continue to sell themselves to foreigners in abroad. This is the same problem we had in Libya, whereby Nigerians will sell fellow Nigerians, people that speak your language, you will sell them to foreigners. This is not surprising at all. There is no unity amongst Nigerians, nothing. You understand? So people that keep calling immigration on themselves in Malaysia and Indonesia, they need to actually think, because what goes around comes around. If you call for somebody today, they'll call for you tomorrow. And it's the same thing, not just in all these Asian countries. Even if you go to UK, there are some people that they don't threaten their life finish. You cannot say ping, you cannot sneeze, you cannot do anything, because maybe the person that is housing you or whoever knows your situation, they will start using immigration to threaten you. This is such a common thing amongst Nigerians. It's very, very unfortunate that we have this mentality. There is no healthy competition. I don't know. You know, our people are scattered all over the world. There is no country, even there are some countries you've not heard their names. Our people are there. They are scattered because bad government. A lot of people don't. And the unfortunate thing is this: a lot of people don't prepare for immigration. They don't prepare for renewing their paper, renewing their visa. And another problem is that because we are not really aware about immigration, right? People just take any visa to travel. A lot of people in Nigeria are just thinking, I just want to leave, I just want to leave, I just want. So some people don't even know the difference between work permit. They don't know the difference between visiting visa, nothing. They just want to leave. So you need to be very careful about this type of paper that, or the type of visa you get. Some visas don't even allow you to work. That is why somebody in another your fellow Nigeria will be threatening you, because he no pass you. Information is power. So they will use information when they tell no about immigration. They use that to oppress you. So you need to be aware of all these things before you leave Nigeria. Don't just say I won't come out, and you find yourself from fry pan to fire. You understand? So people take so much risk. We take a lot of unnecessary risk as Nigerians. There is a video a couple of years back, I don't remember when, another Nigerian man in Dubai actually jumped to his death. It is something that you need to remove that mentality. We all know that Nigeria is bad, but they always say a dog wey dey alive better pass lion wey don die. Once there is life, there is hope. The mentality of I can jump, then I will run, it's very risky. You can become disabled. People are dying all in the name of jumping. So we take a lot of unnecessary risk. Deportation is not the end of your life. It is not the end of your life. A lot of people, their head, you know, they are abroad. Their wealth is actually in Nigeria. A lot of people, the way Nigeria no good. People are still making it in Nigeria. Like I said, one thing in this life is information. If you know your way, you move ahead. You understand? And if you must stay abroad, if they deport you, try and go to another country legally. Now, person when they are like, they hustle. Try somewhere else. Try another country, because, in fact, I would not even encourage anybody staying illegally, because you won't have peace of mind. Now, during coronavirus, people that have papers, they were actually, telling the government, if you have paper and you are living abroad and coronavirus catch you, you can actually apply to the government that, oh, you've lost your job, they will pay you. Throughout this period of coronavirus, I was wondering how our brothers and sisters that are illegal, how they are making it, how they are paying their rent, how they are living, how they are eating. Because now we can see that anything can happen. Paper is very important. If you don't have it, try another country, or gather the small money where you get, go and try Nigeria again. Because you won't have peace of mind. People when you say you don't get paper, they threaten you. You cannot drink water drop cup. You understand? Your mind no go settle. There are some people living in Indonesia saying that, maybe the guy was dealing in shady deals, because they are saying there are some Nigerians living in Indonesia, Nigerians living in Malaysia, say they involved with underground deals. I mean, we all know that Asian countries, they do not joke. Once you are doing anything illegal, shady, underground, they don't joke at all. So I don't know if that is true about this man, Chike. I cannot confirm it. We are just speculation. Everything is speculate. And you understand? So let's even talk about all these family members who they push you, say go abroad. Some family members they oppress you. They go say, look at your cousin, look at your neighbor, look at this one. Say as you don't go make up for Malaysia, say as you don't go make up for Indonesia. Because there's some family members, they won't let you rest. They don't even know the amount of pressure you are facing. A lot of people illegal Nigerians, they don't get high blood pressure. They don't even know. They don't know say they get high blood pressure. The pressure alone. The family members won't go there. They won't know what you are facing, what this man was facing in Indonesia. They don't know. You understand? Even this Chike that passed away, they might actually come to find out, say him don't die, through social media, through bloggers talking about it. That's how they would know. They will see their son jumping, hiding from the ninth floor. The same family members that pushed him to go to Indonesia, they may not even gather money to recover his dead body. Even a lot of Nigerians that were dying in the Mediterranean Sea, dying anywhere, their family members cannot contact them. They can't even find their body. They don't even know if they are buried. They don't know nothing. And they even say Ogodo that fell from that jumped from the 12th floor, in January. They said his body is still in the mortuary. They never even carry his body go back to Nigeria. All these family members, they will pressure you, they will pressure you, they will pressure. I don't know about this guy's case, but I'm just speaking generally. The man will jump for January. The family members, they did not drop shishi to recover his body. We don't know whether they will be able to recover his body or whether they will just bury him for Malaysia. For Indonesia. You understand? A lot of family members, they don't know the struggle. Paying rent, paying your bills, paying NEPA lights in abroad is not a joke. You understand? They don't know. All they want is that you support them, sending money. Their story, they finish. They never they pity you. All they want is support. I'm not saying you should not support your family members, but you also have to be aware that all this pressure, it can build up, and you can be at the age of 40 and you're having high blood pressure. Because of what? They don't know the struggle, they don't know nothing. All they want is money, 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 money. There is no way they will understand. If you explain immigration from now to them, from now to their kingdom come, they don't understand. You understand? And we were there abroad as well. I'm sure this man was posting nice pictures on his Facebook, posting maybe they chop all this their Asian food. They go say all is well. You get house, they pay rent. They say, look at life. Life is not about paying NEPA bill or whatever. You understand? And sometimes if you talk to them, they go say, let us trade places. You come enjoy Buhari. Your family members today, you come, give me your visa, come sit down for Buhari, then maybe they go face the immigration palaver. There's no way they will understand. So it is you that will now use your own wisdom to see as you go to balance all these family members and balance yourself. You understand? I don't understand the immigration policies in countries like Malaysia, Indonesia. I don't understand it, but I know that if your paper don't expire, you have to pay before they can apply for it, deport you. It's like you're paying for your own deportation. And the thing is if you are coming to a country and you are giving work permit of 2 years, why don't you just use that 2 years, work, even overtime, part-time, work how many shifts where if you work, gather the money, go back home. A lot of people don't realize that there is money in agriculture. All of us just they chook high for oil money. My Igbo people say oil money. With the chook high, there's money in other industries, a lot of money in logistics, a lot of money in agriculture. All those Okada people where they do delivery, companies are making a killing on the logistic business in Nigeria. We just need to think outside the box. Everybody heard no day abroad. That is just the simple truth. Some people go day abroad 10 years, 15 years, they struggle. They go deport them back to Nigeria. Between 5 years, their business don't pick up. Not everybody's head is in abroad. Abroad is not do or die. If your blood pressure don't go up, before they deport you, deport yourself. Gather your money, go and make a life in Nigeria. So people go day here 15 years, 20 years, they don't go see wife because they are walking back to back. They are feeding 100 family members. They are paying school fees. They are putting people on salary. They won't have a family of their own, all because of they want to make it abroad. You understand? There's money in agriculture. Indonesia is not do or die. It's not by force. Jumping, Nigerians need to remove that mentality of them jumping from whatever floor, whether on first floor, whether on ground floor you did. It is not worth it. A dog where they are alive better pass lion we don't die. Now person when get life, now get hope. You understand? It's better to be alive hustling in Nigeria than to be doing hide and seek with immigration officers in Indonesia or Malaysia. If your chances of getting paper, if it's very low, consider other options legally. You understand? And the thing is that this story is still developing because of this man's death, Chike's death, Ogodo's death, Nigerians are actually protesting seriously in Indonesia. And I think they need to protest, because they are saying that the immigration officers are targeting them. You understand? They are alleging that Nigerians are getting killed in detention centers. The ones that cannot pay the money, that they are demanding. They are also claiming that they are extorting them extra money, and the people who they teach them how to extort are fellow Nigerians. So they are protesting in the Nigerian embassy, and I think it's better to protest than to keep quiet and die. They need to protest all this situation. What is our Nigerian, whoever is in charge of Nigerian diaspora, what are they actually doing for us? What are they actually doing for us? Because it is we Nigerians in diaspora, we are the one keeping that country alive. We are selling billions and billions and billions every year. Without us and our money and our sweat and our hard work, Nigeria would have collapsed long time ago. Nigeria is now borrowing left, right, center. They cannot survive. So we are the one doing, with our money, we are doing shock absorber. If not, all of them for Nigeria, they go on to rituals, they go on, they kill themselves. We're not sustaining that country. So what is the job of Abike Dabiri? She needs to earn her pay. All the Nigerian commission or whatever abroad, what is their function? What is their purpose? They never call one meeting for UK, say, let us celebrate you people. October 1st, they know they do party for, they don't do nothing for. You cannot even interact with them. What is their purpose? What is their function? You know, when it's time to ask for money, I'm sure Abike Dabiri will come and be announcing, you know, how good we are sending money. We should keep up the good work. So I'm really glad that they are protesting. I'm hoping they don't do a violent protest. You know, they need to like voice their concern, but they don't need to do it violently. And they need to look into the issue of, you know, extorting money. If you want to deport person, if the Malaysian government wants to deport, let them deport. If Indonesia government wants to deport, let them deport. All this, you have to pay for your deportation, cancel it. You know, they should look into it. And also the Nigerian man who say they kill for India, we never hear anything. They say they are doing investigation. Over the past 1 month, we've not heard anything. You know, I don't know what our embassy, our commission, whatever they call themselves, I don't know what their usefulness is. They just sit down there, they collect salary. You understand? They need to look into this matter. And the Nigerians, so we say your own job is to be calling immigration for your fellow brothers and sisters. You cannot allow them to breathe. You cannot allow them to drink water, drop cup, because you get paper. Don't worry, whatever goes around comes back around. Anyway, I don't want to go on too long on this video. This is my own 2 cents on this matter. If you enjoy videos like this, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. Smash that subscribe button. And like I always say, feel free to share this video on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, share it to your family members in Malaysia and Indonesia. Let them see that jumping or getting deported is not the end of life. Try something else. Try another business in Nigeria. You understand? So feel free to share it on WhatsApp, share it on Facebook, share it to your family and friends. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.